Hi, YouTube. What's going on? We're back. Yeah.
We just want to tell you guys a story of what happened to us tonight. This has nothing to do with challenges,
anything,
weight loss,
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
This is just an entertaining story.
But it's heavy on our heart, so we got to get it off. Okay, so random tangent. We were just having a meeting today, whatever. It's been a crazy day so far. So we're driving Street Girl Learn home with our friend Brandy in the back seat, driving home. Freeway's cut off, so we take a shortcut down some other kind of street or something like that. And all of a sudden, we see this lady, and she's running down the street. Like, kind of like bus running, but like, oh, wait for the bus. It's dark. East side of Detroit, it's dark. So I look and see, I said, this woman's actually running with some intent. Like, she's really running. And she's running, and she's looking back, and she's running. So I drive up on the side of her, and I'm like,
as she's running, we watched her run for like a minute top. She's running. We're like, what's going on? There's a lady running. As she's running, her purse, she's holding her purse, it's stuff falling out her purse. Stuff start flying out her purse. She's picking up speed.
Okay. All of a sudden, the shoes come off, and we're like, okay. So I'm like, ma'am, do you need some help? She's like, yes. And she's running.
She's still running.
She's running. Yes. She's running. And I'm driving beside her. Ma'am, what's going on? Do you need some help? Yes. So all of a sudden, she starts to like veer from this corner over here in front of the car. Gets in front of the car like this, on the hood. And it's like, help me, please. Right, help me. And so my sister's like, take off.
I was like, Trish, drive!
But this woman is on the hood of the car like this. So I can't drive. Then she goes around to the passenger side of the door. Driver's side of the door and doing this, trying to get in. She could not get in. All of a sudden,
at this point, my heart's going like this.
Right.
I want her to drive off.
Man, do you need help?
All of a sudden, this happens.
All of a sudden, while there's a black man in a
white tee chasing her
down the street, okay? And he's like this far from my bumper, okay?
He would reach out his hand, probably could have hit the car.
Right.
He was on her tail. Right. He was chasing her.
This woman does this. See this? This is this woman. She dives
into the car
through the driver's side window.
I look down. Her head is on my lap.
Her head is in my sister's crotch area. Her legs are in my lap. Her knees are on the horn. I'm in shock. We're all sitting in the car. No one is moving. We're just sitting there like this.
Stopped. No one's driving. She's not driving. I turned around to look to see who's chasing her, if he's coming. I see a black man in a white tee, like right behind us. So my heart is pounding.
We don't know if he got a gun. We don't know if he got a knife. We don't know if she got a knife or syringe. We don't know what.
This woman dove in the car and said, he's trying to kill me. I said, drive.
So I gunned it down the street. We drive down the street. Well, I have a woman in my lap and in my sister's crotch. And she's laying like this in the car. Like,
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay, I'm so embarrassed.
He was trying to kill me.
I'm so embarrassed.
He tried to kill me. He told me I stole a bike. I just stole a bike. I'm auntie. Everybody over here, they call me auntie. We like, ma'am, what's going on? What's your name?
What is
my name is Charlotte. And I stay over here in this neighborhood. And everybody calls me auntie. And I walked up on my house. And they gave me $10. I just stole a bike. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so embarrassed right now. She's like, man, you don't have on any shoes. What's going on?
She's like, I'll get some shoes. Don't you worry about that. We're just like, wait a second. So we're just driving. Meanwhile, Sharnika with just Street Girl Learn and Brandy Keeler's in the back seat. Nobody's saying anything. We're all just kind of in shock. And they're like, ma'am, where are you going? We're going to the police station. So we drive her to the police station.
She's like, no, we're taking you to the police station. The lady's like, no, I don't want to go to the police station. And she's like, ma'am, we're taking you to the police station. Drive straight down the street to the police station.
So we drive down the street and the woman is like, no, she don't want to go. Meanwhile, she has gotten up from sitting across both of our laps. Now she is perched on Jennifer's lap like that. And her head is on the top of the car like this, because you know you in a car. bent like that, right?
She like,
and Jennifer's face is disgusted. My sister's like, no, it's not. It was.
no.
And the whole entire time, she's looking back to see if this man. Jennifer's like, ma'am, is he in the car? Could he be following us?
I need to know. I mean, my sister's a good Samaritan. She trying to help people out. I'm trying not to get shot. All I'm trying to do is drop my friends off at home and go home and get something to eat. That's all I'm trying to do. So I had to ask this lady. Yes, I said, ma'am, does this man have a car? Nah, he ain't got no car. I said, could he be behind us right now, following us? So I'm paranoid. I'm checking to see if there's any cars like trying to fly up on the side of us. All I can think of is this lady that got us involved in some foolishness. Right. Meanwhile, she's still sitting on my lap like this.
Right. Meanwhile, on her lap. Then we drive her down the street to like Gratiot. Then she figures out, you know what? I've been sitting on this woman's lap for a little bit too long. Can I sit in the back seat? So she proceeds to squish her little skinny behind to the back seat. Now she sits in between Shrink Girl Lur and Brandy Keeler. And Shrink looking at her like, ma'am, whatever, the police station, whatever. The woman does not want to go to the police station. She says, I don't want to go.
She wants to go to a lounge.
She wants to go to a lounge / bar. So we drop her off at some bar.
Take in mind that she still has no shoes on.
No shoes on. She has tight black spandex little shorts on and a shirt with no bra on. And
she has now alluded to the fact that she is high off of something. Evidently. Because she told us the same story like 6 to 8 times. Something
about some bike. Something about some man. Her name is Auntie. Something about he was going to kill her. She would get money from somebody's house, some $10.
She didn't steal the bike. He was trying to blame her for stealing the bike.
Because he knows how she gets down. I just cannot believe this woman dove head first into my driver's side window. That's what she did. Head first. Ooh, boosh. Then her legs was bent up like this in the seat. And I don't even know.
It was really like
surreal, like movie.
Yes, like we were in a movie. Like we asked this lady 10,000 questions. Like we was grilling her.
Right. And we're like, ma'am, where do you need to go? She's like, I need to go home, but you drop me off on the corner. I can just walk. I said, you have no shoes on. I'll be fine. But the weird part about it was, like, once we interrogated her enough, then she was like, well, you all said that your day was crazy. So what happened with you all? So we proceeded to tell her what happened in our day. Then she asked for all of our names, and she says, I will never forget you all. I would like to think that maybe this was a good decision. Maybe she might get herself together because of this situation. Or what if one day, like we see on the news, and she's like doing great things, it's like, wow, that was the lady. Or whatever. I've always wanted to help somebody before. Like, I had people come to me and say, can you help me? And sometimes I just can't, because you just don't trust people, because you just don't know what people are doing. Because I called my boyfriend on the phone because I said I didn't want to take her into this dark area and not have nobody on the phone like listening to where it was going or whatever, because I just wanted to make sure that everything was cool. But it's like I've always wanted to help somebody, and I think we had to get back to a point of helping, just being careful. But that was just, I never thought she would just dive. I mean, she didn't even get in. She just threw her body through the window.
Dove in the last thing I remember was her being in front of the car, and the next thing I know, she was on our laps. I don't even remember her coming over. I saw her in front of the car, and I was like, we need to get out of here.
Yes.
But she very well could have stolen something from that man.
Yeah.
As to why he was chasing her like that.
Because that man was going hard. I mean, he was running
trying
hard
to get her, and she was trying to get away from him.
Right.
So she very well could have stolen something from her, but I don't like to see anybody get beat down, especially a woman. I don't care.
And
if
even if she did steal
whatever.
Something, he shouldn't have been trying to hit
because
on her.
If he would have caught her, he would have.
Yeah,
it would have been bad. Yeah, so that's a story about our crazy night. It's a full moon.
Right. It's a full moon in Detroit. Then before that, we had a poor doggy that was under my car, and he didn't want to get out.
He was limping.
He would come out, then would go back under there. He just looked sad. So, it's just like, we have to give love to people in the world, because people are just going through so much so much, and it was just bizarre. Like, that was bizarre. The doggy, some other stuff happened today. It's just been an interesting day. But we just want to share with you because we couldn't have made that happen if we tried.
We couldn't have made this story up, but that was crazy.
And I'm happy I didn't drive by her, because I would have been thinking about that later on today, like, what was wrong with that lady. We should be, as women, we should try to reach out more. So hopefully, Charlotte, wherever you are,
she's okay.
Hopefully you're okay. Get it together, girl. Peace.
Bye.